What's going on, you guys? Good morning. I hope you're having a great and fantastic day. And I'm getting really excited. We got about 3 months until we're going to be in full swing of mustache and beard Movember. And this is a great time and opportunity to figure out a game plan of how we want our beard and our mustache to look. And I want to show you guys a few tips, tricks, and styles that you can do with your mustache. Now we're going to jump right into this. And like I mentioned in my last video / stream, Man's got this great new candle out called the Tobacco and Vanilla. I've been using this thing for about a week now. It's got a nice thick wick in it. It's got a nice fall smell to it that we're transitioning into October, November. This is a great good buy. And if you guys can and want, go over to their website. They've got a good promo code in there, Scott B20, I think it is. That way you guys sell 20% off of the candle. Just a nice, good way to, get your day and morning going. So we'll light this up here on the side. That way we got something subtle to have some candle wax to apply some mustache wax. And speaking of wax, we're gonna be using Man's Mountain Air Mustache Wax in today's video. All the things are gonna be down linked into the description. So we're gonna use about a thumbnail, just a little bit more, because we're gonna be attacking the mid stash to the outside stash to get a nice cool handlebar for the look that I wanna go for. Now for you guys that are new to the game and don't know much about mustache wax, there's two types of mustache wax. There's a stiff mustache wax and a really malleable mustache wax. And for you guys that have a nice big mustache, you'll probably wanna go for a more malleable, where you have a thinner or smaller mustache. You might wanna go for a thicker, denser mustache. That way it holds a lot better. Now with Man, they've got more of a malleable mustache wax. And a tip that I want to bring to you is that there's two options that you can do. We can either use our fingernail to pull out the mustache wax or the bottom of our thumb. And for me, I don't really like this because that it gets in my fingernail. So what I'll do is I'll take maybe some pluckers and I'll use the back end of it, and then I can just kind of slice it out. And then I got me a nice amount that I can just slide off with my finger. I really don't have to use my thumb or fingernails to use that. And we're already starting to apply it right in the 3 fingers that I want to apply with. So now that I've got a good amount of mustache wax, I'm gonna use my 3 fingers like I said earlier, and I got some here too as well. And we're gonna get all of these areas in our fingers. That way we have a nice surface area to put in our mustache. Now for me, I wanna start on the bottom of the mustache using my first index finger, and I want to start pushing that to the side, giving myself a nice gap, finding that gap in the middle. We're going to go from the bottom, and then I'm going to use my middle finger, and then I'm going to go on the top and bring that to the side as well. So bottom, and then the top. Now we're going to bring everything together and use our thumbs, and we're going to start pinching everything out to the side, okay? Come on top as well and pull it to the side. And that way we have a nice handlebar coming out. So with all of your fingers now, we're just gonna hit everything. If you can, close your lip. And that's gonna push your mustache hairs out. And that's pretty good with just the hands, all right? And that just shows you, if you do this on a daily basis, our mustache hairs know where to lay, okay? So we've got a nice, good starting point. Now let's take some tools and let's make it and take it to the next level. I wanna bring up a good point of reference for you guys of how you wanna style out your mustache. Now there's a natural styled laid out mustache, which I like to go for. And then there's other guys, like Spencer from Live Bearded. He likes to go straight across on the lip, which you would take a pair of scissors, use your tools, and then you're gonna mark right here on the edge of your lip, and you're gonna cut right here all the way to the edge of the lip, leaving the handlebar out. So you take your scissors, you're gonna start right here, and then you're just gonna dive right in, and you're gonna get rid of all this middle junk right here and create a line, okay? Same on the other side. You'll come right here, and you'll clip it off, and then we'll have a nice straight line. And in fact, your mustache will actually lay more down on the mid part right here, and then it'll flare out in the end right here. And that's another thing I need to bring up. There are 2 sections in your mustache that you've got to watch out for. And that's why I brought up that a lot of people cut it right there in the middle of their lip. And that's because there's a section right here of our mustache, and that's gonna be our handlebar. And then we have this midsection or our front section of our mustache. And this is the problem a lot of guys have, is how do they control this? And this is the big thing that takes time. We need this part of the mustache to grow out at least to here for it to blend right in. And that's where I'm at right now, where I'm at that point where it's almost hitting that handlebar. So I just have to take my tool, pull it up to the side, and to have a nice blend into the handlebar. Same with the other. Pull it to the side. And that way we have good direction for our mustache. Now there are a few ways that we can style our mustache. One, like I said earlier, is with our hands into more of a natural look. But there are two things I want to bring up, either the barrel brush or the comb itself. Now for me, in the beginning, when I like to actually have my hairs try to learn where they need to stay, I'll actually use the barrel brush because I can put my brush in the middle, pull it to the side, and just keep turning, and see how this part of my mustache literally goes all the way to the right versus where this one kind of hangs over my mouth and my jaw. So we can either use the barrel, which I think is the best for training, and then once you've achieved that growth in your mustache where you can actually start using the comb. Now when you have that length in your mustache, I like to use the precision side of the comb. And this way you can actually pull the mustache with that short end of the comb. And that way we're pulling it to the side, and that way it'll stay there. So kind of the same concept with the barrel brush, but I believe you get more of a precision comb with this side of it. Versus when you have the barrel, you're just pulling everything to the side. So we're just kind of going for that same look. It's just we can use different tools for different situations, whatever part of the mustache growth you're in. Now, I actually had a problem with the handlebars in the beginning because the misconception was I thought you had to pull up with your finger and twist. And that is farthest from the truth because what you're actually doing is you're turning your hair, and when you turn your hair, you're turning this hair down. So when your hair lays down, you're gonna have this roll-less effect. So in fact, what we need to do is we need to take our pinchers of our fingers, our index and our thumb, and we need to pull and pinch to the side, and we need to pinch and form each hair up. And we actually can do this on the other side. We can pull it on the top and pull it and pinch it up. And that way, as you guys can see, we've got a nice, better handlebar in that U-shaped look, that almost that W U-shaped look that we want. Versus if we do this, you're gonna get, look at, it pulls it down, and then we just get this scraggly looking mustache. We don't want that. We wanna pinch, we wanna pull, and we wanna pull up. And then that's how we get that nice round shape in our mustache, okay? And with that being said, if you can keep an eye on your mustache and kind of follow all the way through these 3 to 4 months of mustache growth, you're gonna have a great looking handlebar or a nice straight looking mustache, depending on what you want it to look like. And for you guys, this is a great time to think about what game plan that you want. If you've never grown out your beard or your mustache, find maybe a celebrity or maybe a friend that you admire that you might want to look like and have that goal. So when time comes in October and November, you have a great look using these videos, other YouTubers as well. And that way we all can have a good looking beard when the time comes this fall. So like always, you guys, like and subscribe. Check me out on all that social media. Love you guys like always, and I'll see you on the flip side. See ya!